I went on Tinder date a couple years ago. Everything started out relatively normal. We met at a nice downtown restaurant for dinner. She was even prettier in person, and the conversation was flowing. However, it didn't take long for me to realize she was a super private person. For example, she would not tell her last name, where she worked, or say anything about her family. She made it clear that she was protecting herself, and honestly, I don't blame her. I shrugged it off, and the date continued. She took a great interest in the fact that I was in seminary studying to be a pastor. That was nice because usually that's a deal breaker for most women, at least in my experience. Towards the end of our meal, she confessed something to me. "I have something to tell you," she said, "but please don't think I'm crazy." I braced myself for whatever she was about to say. She explained that she recently moved into a new apartment. She lived alone, which was also a new thing, though she couldn't put her finger on it. She was convinced there was a presence of sinister and paranormal nature in her apartment. She had hardly slept since she moved in because she was plagued with constant nightmares and strange occurrences. I could see the fear and exhaustion in her eyes. She seemed quite sincere. "I can tell you're a good guy," she said. She elaborated that I seemed trustworthy and had a calming presence. "I know how this sounds, but would you please come with me home tonight? Honestly, I'm just scared to go back there alone. I am not looking for sex." I was really taken aback by this. It's not every day I ask to spend a night with a beautiful woman who I just met. I figured she was either telling the truth or she picked a really odd way to initiate sex. Either way, the night would be interesting. We talked for a bit longer, and I agreed to spend the night with her. I followed her home, and when I walked into her apartment, I was struck with a bad vibe. There was just something ominous about that place. I didn't want to freak her out, so I kept these feelings to myself. I said a quick prayer and followed her to the bedroom. She wasn't kidding about sex. I tried my luck, but was met with swift rejection. We kissed and cuddled for a bit, nothing too crazy, and then she fell asleep. I just lay there for a while in a silent darkness, lost in thought. Sometime later, I 100% hear someone walking down the hallway outside the bedroom. The door was closed, however, so I couldn't see anything, but I was definitely frightened. But my curiosity got the better of me, so I went to investigate. Slowly, I opened the door. I looked from my left and then my right. Nothing. I walked downstairs to check out the rest of the apartment. Nothing. I went back upstairs to check the bathroom and the guest bathroom. Nothing. When I walked out of the guest room, which was right across from my date's bedroom, I looked to my left and right. At the end of the hallway, I saw a black humanoid body standing there perfectly still. It was almost like a shadow, but I could discern that it was a three-dimensional figure. This figure was large in stature. There's no way it could be my date. She was maybe 5'1" at best. I ran to my date's room. To my horror, she was in the bed where I left her. I called out her name, but there was no response. I had just walked through the entire apartment, so it literally made no sense to me that she wasn't there. The bed was low to the ground. She couldn't be under it. The closet was open too, and it was packed with boxes, so I knew she wasn't there either. The window was shut tight, plus it was the second story. It was as if she vanished. I grabbed my wallet, keys, and cell phone and ran out of the apartment. in nothing but my underwear. The shadowy figure was gone. I jumped in my car and sped away. I never heard from her again. Her Tinder profile was deleted the next day, and she never responded to any of my texts. Till this day, I have no idea what the happened that night. I also never went back to her apartment, mostly because I'm horrible with directions, and she lived in the next town over. This was easy one of the most terrifying, inexplicable things I ever experienced. I met a girl on Tinder who was a couple hours away. But when you're gay, you take what you can get. I probably hung out with her 3 consecutive weekends. She texted me to hang out again, and I said,
"Sorry, but it's my sister's birthday. I'm going to be with my family. I'll let you know when I'm back in town."
She replied with the maximum amount of characters you can send in a text message, like 7 pages. She told me I destroyed this perfect relationship and that God had told her we're supposed to be together and she wanted to marry me. I didn't reply. A couple days later, I got a voicemail from her. She was drunk, crying and singing, "Ushers, you got it bad." She sang the entire song to my voicemail, then said that she still loved me, so I ignored that too. A couple days later, she sent me this picture of a piece of burning paper that she written "bucket list" at the top. All I could make it out from the list was that she wanted to take me to Sweden. I couldn't read the rest, because again, it was on fire. I met this girl over Tinder. Things were going nicely, so we met up for coffee. I'd been on few Tinder dates before, and it's awkward when 2 people meet in such a context. But with this girl in particular, we got along almost instantly. We had things in common. The conversation was easy, it was nice. At one point she set down her coffee as I was talking, and she brushed her hair to the side and looked me straight in the eye. She smiled. I smiled back. As I continued to talk, I went to pull my phone out of my pocket to show something. I guess she didn't realize I could totally still see her. But she took my looking down as an opportunity to quickly and purposefully shovel her fingers down her throat to trigger her gag reflex. 4 seconds later, I'm drenched in this girl's vomit from head to toe. I'm sitting there in shock, trying to figure out what happened. She apologized and asked if I was okay. "Nope," I said, picking myself up and trudging to the bathroom to wash up. When I got back, she was gone. I never heard from her again.